So we've got the market cap of cryptocurrencies slightly up. We've got the entire volume way down here, right? And the fear and greed index has come down. Having said that, we've just had some really, really good news from the from the stock market. So the Dow surges 300 points in a strong retail sales and earnings overshadow Iran-Israel conflict updates. So this is positive, right? But I think this is a respite. I don't think this is the entire picture. And I can show you what's been happening in the last, this is the top 100. Everything looks hunky-dory. Big projects up. You've got the likes of, you've got Kaspa here. You've got Ondo. You've got Rendez surging 22%. So from this picture, you would take an absolute conviction that we're back, but actually not so fast, guys. All we have to do is zoom out to quantify the discounts out there. You need to zoom out a little bit, and zooming out will give you a better picture of exactly where we are. So if you wanted to buy something and you were trying to fill DCA, there are opportunities in there. Okay, there are massive opportunities to buy fantastic quality projects. And I'll give you an example, guys. Everybody's been talking about big caps versus micro caps, and I see a lot of inexperience in that sense, because you need to have big projects in your portfolio. If I told you 12 months ago, Render, Sol, or or any of these big caps, Injective, or any of the will outperform the market, most people will laugh and say, no, they're not. My micro cap is going to do that. Now, unfortunately, if you look at your micro caps versus the proper cryptocurrencies, slightly bigger market caps with more upside, you can see that performance is completely different, right? So that's why I think you need to ring fence your portfolio. You need to get into the likes of Kaspa, Alephium. I mean, Alephium is not a big market cap cryptocurrency, right? It's in the mid range, but these kind of cryptocurrencies will perform really well in your portfolio. Of course, not financial advice. I can only tell you what I'm doing. For example, if you had Tau and you bought this at the start of the year, you would have done just 8x. All right. So it's important to look at that, because that gain across the year puts this entire region into perspective. Okay. It's just a mindset, really. So I guess the takeaway from my point is, don't go and just start buying from the top 1,000, right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you put all your money in these, I don't know, people are just eating any kind of crappy projects way down the list and expecting 1,000x. I think you need to mix your portfolio. Having said that, there are some fantastic opportunities, in my opinion. I think Alephium at $3, at $2.17, just like Kaspa at 12 cents or 15 cents, doesn't really make a difference. These are cryptocurrencies that perform well, even in a macro near black swan event in the war that we've just had. This has been performing really, really well. What do you think it's going to do when more money comes into the market? Of course, it's going to perform really well. And within that, you need to mix your, of course, low cap gems. Here you're looking at Mint Layer. And again, every time I look at this, I see more upside. You look at GT Protocol. It's never been lower recently. Look at that. This is a box that I've drawn weeks and weeks ago. And this box is right here, right now. And I'm in my buy zone for this particular project. Could it go down further? Well, at the moment, doesn't look like it, but we'll see. We'll see as that reversal takes place. AGI, again, another superb quality project, came smashed through all the way, 100% retracement from the top of that recent run. Boom. This is where you need to be buying. 786 still perfect, but it's printing a massive green candle. So yeah, at 25 cents, I think it's still way undervalued. And you can go across the entire market. But what we've seen here is quite interesting. So I've got 69,000 marked out as a potential level of reaction, right? We turn that into support. We're doing well. We reject that. I think we come down a bit more. And is the Iran-Israel situation really over? Is this sell the news into the Bitcoin halving? You tell me. Let me know what your sentiment is. I will continuously say, if you're going to DCA, buy small quantities to better have to have a good average. Okay, and guys, look, even these wicks don't represent that massive drawdown that people are looking for, right? It's a healthy drawdown, but we still have way more on the upside. I'll give you an example. Look at a project like Zeta, right? And I know many of you are not holding this, but if you take this, what are we looking at from the top? 140%, right? You know, Manta came down and then had a strong reaction. But if you look at Manta today at around $2, $1.62, not a huge difference in my opinion. And it came all the way down to 1.5. Very few caught that wick unless you had an order set up already. So look, you've got to use your brain and you've got to say to yourself, look, I've got fantastic discounts here. This is way under the price. And if you look at even from the recent high to where we are, if you bought this, I mean, what are we looking at there? 150% from that top. And what are we looking at here from the recent highs? We're looking at 100% retracement, right? You can see there it's 100% to where we are right now. 110% in fact. We go by the wick. So brilliant opportunities. Brilliant opportunities across the board, in my opinion. I think this is when millionaires are made, in the sense that you look at your opportunities and you just compare to where things are at the moment. Could we get more downside? Absolutely. But are you happy to dollar cost average? And again, are you able to control the FOMO? What I mean by the FOMO is this. People love eating green candles. All right. Let's look at the last 1 hour in the top 100. All right. Not where all the shit coins are. Let's look at the creme de la creme. Right. So this is the top 100 cryptocurrencies for today. Right. Looks bullish. Everything is green. Everything is smashing. Right. Now let's look at this in the last 1 hour. Boom. Guys, we're not out of the water. We are not done yet. I don't care if these figures come out of the stock market. I don't care if we're having bullish sentiment. There's a real problems out there. That's why we need to watch the key levels. But one thing I would say to you is there are lots of poor projects out there that will ultimately devalue and destroy your earnings next year. Look at the performance metrics. And by the way, we've just done this in our Patreon. Go to the link in the description, become a member. Because believe me, you'll get more out of that than you would just by going in blindly. You don't have to be in our community. Just become a member of any of the communities out there, right? It's very important that you do. But all our favorite projects, whether they're up or down, doesn't really matter. We're not short-term investors. We're not traders. We're macro investors, and we are long-term buy and hold, unless we're looking to trade something. Or unless you have your own way of manipulating the market, taking advantage. You might be an experienced guy who's been here for 3 cycles that knows exactly what he's doing. But for the vast majority of you out there, keep some dry powder, stable coins. I know everybody says that, but I really mean if you don't get something today, don't kick yourself. I'd rather you focus on what's missing from the gap in your portfolio than really what you need to kind of just buy blindly. So listen, anyway, that's great news. I'm glad that we're bouncing a bit, and there's obviously better news. I bought this to you last week. Hong Kong to approve spot ETFs. They've done that. That obviously adds to the sentiment, and token 24 is happening in Dubai. So people are feeling bullish. People are bouncing, but I caution everyone that the next few months are not going to be just upward situation. So you will get opportunities to buy good cryptocurrencies. Just do it with the right mindset. 1, don't feel the FOMO. 2, buy what you need to buy and buy it in a way that allows you to get more for your buck. And that's important. Use limit orders. Look at the entire the market. Look at the runes. See what's happening there. Just invest in your own education, in my opinion. All right. So with that being said, guys, I am looking to accumulate the likes of Manta, Kaspa, Alephium, Mint Layer, and some gaming coins. But overall, I'm really impressed with, like, for example, Alf and Cas is just not pushed down enough. And now they're having a bounce back. But like I said, crypto could be a funny game. You know, we are like this today. We are like this in the last 1 hour. You may want to ask yourself what's going on. But essentially, when you start seeing things like this, then there's a sell-off that's happening, right? So keep your eyes and ears in the market. We're not done yet. Don't be fooled. And yeah, like the channel, smash the like, subscribe. Many of you just watch these videos and you don't follow that free click button. I'm not charging you any money to follow the channel, but if you don't, still like you to watch the video because it's going to help you. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. I'll see you on the next one.